Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is R. Lee Ingalls. I am the author of two books, Ingalls on the Prairie and The Prairie Has a Rainbow. Today, the podcast is going to be for both sides of my podcast series, so both the family as well as my own. One of the first questions that I get asked, no matter who it is, once I make the connection between me and Laura Ingalls Wilder, is how are you related to Laura Ingalls Wilder? And that's what I'm going to answer for you today. So first of all, understand the Ingalls family tree is a very large one. And Laura and I are part of the same branch of that tree. So in talking about her, so her and Almanzo only had one child, Rose Wilder Lane. And Rose grew up to be an adult. She was an accomplished writer, just like her mother. And she did have one child that died in infancy. But because of the difficulty with the delivery of that child, it required that Rose have some surgery, which left her unable to have any more children. So that's where that line ended. So Laura does not have any living descendants at all. So if you look to Laura's siblings, the sisters, none of them had their own children. Laura was the only one that had one. Rose doesn't have any past her. So there are no living descendants of the girls. One of them, Carrie, did marry a widower that had two children, but that was it. They didn't have any children of their own, which means then that their parents, Carolyn and Charles Ingalls, don't have any living descendants either. To get to a living relative of Laura, you have to look for a sibling of either Charles or Carolyn. And Charles had a brother by the name of Lansford James. He was known as James during his life. He is my great-great-grandfather. So, and he did have a lot of children with his wife, Sarah Dickinson. The oldest boy was named Samuel. He's my great-grandfather, and he's Laura's cousin. And that's as close as you're going to get to a relative of Laura's that's still producing descendants. So hopefully that clears it up for you. Samuel Ingalls is my great-grandfather, Laura's cousin. There's a bunch of us that kind of share that same spot and how close we are related to Laura. So as I said, I'm not alone. There's a bunch of us, but that's as close as you get to a living relative to Laura. I hope that answers it for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on any of my social media sites. You can find me on Instagram. I have a page for both that's family oriented. I have one that's oriented to me. My Facebook is R. Lee Ingalls. You'll find a lot of details about our family there, as well as the family history, a bunch of photos that go back to the 1800s. Again, my two books, The Ingalls on the Prairie, that's the book about my parents, Gene and Fern Ingalls. The Prairie Has a Rainbow, which is the book and story about me, is also out there and available on Amazon and other sites as well. So this is on YouTube. I'm sure that's how you found it. You can look at my other videos there as well. So thank you for joining me today. I hope this has been informative. Let me hear from you.